It's time to wake up your furnace or your heating system and get it ready for fall. Our friend Rob Wenzel from Novak Heating and Cooling will join us to talk about basics of heating and your furnaces. Rob's been with Novak for over 20 years and is something of a seasonal preparation expert and joins us now. And Rob, thanks for being with us. And let's talk with homeowners, first with homeowners, as they get ready for the cold and weather season. What do they need to think about?
Yeah, thanks, Pete. So generally speaking, checking your air filter is always one of your first steps you want to do when it's starting to get cold out. Just making sure it's ready to go when you kick your heat on. Maintaining a clean filter and making sure that air is going to flow through properly, it's not all plugged up, is really one of the big callbacks that we get for a lot of customers. So making sure that's ready to go for the season is always a benefit.
Now, we'll leave the mechanical tune-up to the professionals like your company, but how about homeowners thinking about how do I ensure and maintain an efficient, consistent, comfortable temperature in my home?
Yeah, there's a few things you can do. Making sure that the registers around your home are clear and open. You don't have a piece of furniture sitting on them or blocking a wall register. We see that is quite common. You can also adjust your fan to on instead of auto to circulate that air a little bit more efficiently and more frequently. That can help as well.
Now, we all want our furnaces and our heating systems to run for many years. Perhaps last heating season we may have had some issues, and as we look at extending the life of our furnaces, is there something that, an issue that pops up that you think about right away?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing is just making sure that you have regular maintenance on that equipment by a professional. They're going to be able to go through and they're going to check gas pressures, they're going to check your heat exchanger, they're going to check the blower, they're going to make sure that everything is dialed in and working effectively for your home.
Are there some real dangers if we're not doing these checkups, that maintenance?
Oh, certainly. A crack in your heat exchanger can lead to carbon monoxide, which is obviously very dangerous for a homeowner. And in the wintertime, your house is all closed up. We want to make sure that that's a safe system to run in your home.
Are there other things, Rob, that we need to consider to look at in terms of our maintaining our furnace?
Yeah, so just audibly making sure that everything sounds right and you're not having any noises or grinding or things like that can be something you can kind of keep an eye out for. And also just making sure your thermostat's set up properly to work through the heating season as well.
Let's talk about that, a programmable thermostat, and how does that play in terms of efficiency in terms of our temperature in our homes?
Yeah, so a lot of times we run into issues where the programming is adjusted or maybe a little bit too far off. And a lot of times we're able to consult homeowners on what that range should be if they're trying to set it back at night or during the day when they're out of the house versus maybe going on a long vacation, or even depending on the season or time of winter when it gets too cold out.
Help us understand again in terms of efficiency you talked about that setback temperature. Daily, Monday through Friday, we go to work, but we can set it back. What's the range you want to shoot for there?
Yeah, typically if you're gone from the house, maybe 6 or 8 hours, 3 to 5 degrees is really more than enough. If you're going to be gone overnight and maybe a day trip or a long weekend, 10 degrees or more is perfectly fine, just so you have that energy savings when you're not in the house. What we found is if you are if you set back too far during the day for a short window, you end up having to spend so much time recovering that you kind of lose some of that savings that you would have had if you had just done a small amount.
So ultimately, what should be our goal as we think about our heating systems?
Well, we want to make sure it's efficient, not only efficiently heating, because we want to save those utility dollars, but also we want to make sure it's efficiently heating your home where you're comfortable. That's our ultimate goal. And in doing that, you're going to not only feel comfortable throughout the winter and stay warm, but keep your utility bill down.
Okay, so my annual maintenance from my professional to come out and check out my system. Is there a better time to do that, to have that checkup?
No, not really. I mean, we always advise at least once a season. Even if a lot of people like to have it done early, but there's nothing wrong if we do it later in the season. As long as you do it once a year, even if it's towards the end of winter. We have some people that do it in February and March.
Give us, and I know it's hard to do, Rob, but can you kind of ballpark, I need to have that mechanical checkup with the professional, ballpark a little bit, and I imagine a range of cost.
Yeah, there's a lot of different companies that do it a lot of different ways. I see a lot of prices in the $100 to $200 range. But one of the other things you can do is look for, a lot of companies will do like a discount club or membership where, you know, we'll come out in the summer, we'll check the air conditioner, do the same thing with that, come back out in the winter and we'll do the furnace as well. And then typically with that you get a lot of savings and some added benefits.
You bet, but the importance of have that annual checkup.
Yep.
For efficiency and just again for the safety of your system, correct?
Yeah, efficiency, safety, and making sure you're ready to go when it gets cold.
Rob, thanks for walking us through those great details, some good information. And if you'd like more information about improving the efficiency of your HVAC for your PowerHouse, go to our website at powerhousetv.com.